Hi, thanks for watching my second video. Before I start, I just want a little disclaimer just to say that this is my experience. I haven't had feedback from anybody else saying, hey, that happened to me too. So if it has, I'm sorry for the emotional roller coaster. If it hasn't, lucky for everybody. But I just want everyone to know that this is mine alone, and nobody else has said that they've gone through this too. So with that being said, I wanted to go into kind of where we left off. I also wanted to apologize for not having posted the text messages that I said I was going to. I couldn't figure it out, and so I just don't have those. But what I do have is the last conversation that we had, that I had, and I wanted to share that today too. So let me just kind of start where I had left off on the other video, which was really nobody had gotten back to me, and I sent my video to the first lady that I originally spoke to, and she sent me several long-winded messages that honestly I didn't read. When it's something like that, when it seems like you're putting the blame back on me when I was just reaching out for help, I just didn't want to read what they had to say, what she had to say. Basically what it came down to was she said she was disappointed that I did that, and basically started punishing me for just simply trying to get into the portal. That's how this whole thing started. I just wanted in the portal so I can track my own progress, my own status, without having to bother anybody. And here we are, probably the greater of 5 weeks, and it's come to this. So I want to say that since that video, those messages came out, and I want to say made to believe that I was in the fast track lane, meaning I was going to get my stuff taken care of. They were going to call these people by phone instead of send out mail, the snail mail correspondence back and forth between companies and whatever, and that things were going to start happening quickly, and within maybe a little later than a month, I was going to be able to start the funding process, and that was going to be the fastest of the whole thing. So that's why after the 2 weeks, I'm like, look, we only have 2 weeks left. What's happening? And I can't get into the portal and blah, blah, blah. So my last video, I said that I had called on that Friday and somebody was going to get back to me by the end of business day. And on the video, I said that never happened. So I called Monday, Tuesday, I called all last week, all that next week. And when Friday finally came around, and again, promise the same thing, somebody's going to give you a call. I'm going to have somebody call you. The notes that you've called are in the system. I have all of that for you. And then when Friday came and I made that phone call back again, thinking I was just going to get the same thing. The reception lady, super nice. And I know she was probably like, oh my God, it's that girl again. But she never showed it. She was very helpful. She only knew what she knew, and that I just wanted to say she was really nice, and she just let me leave my message, and she told me, yeah, I have your message in here, blah blah blah, and she took down my email address and all of that each time. So she was really nice, and I just want to give her the credit to that. So when Friday came, she probably didn't want to tell me this information, but she said, I have something to tell you, and we need you to re-upload your documents, meaning my ID and my social security number. And this is like the 3rd week. And I was like, it took you guys 3 weeks to figure out that my stuff didn't upload properly, and that now 3 weeks later, so that means that nothing has been done to my my stuff in 3 weeks, because that's all you found, that's all you know. I didn't say that to her. This is what I was thinking in my head. And she said, we also sent you an email, so if you have any questions with that, then you can go ahead and call back. Well, I never called back after that. Once I realized that was like that was a turning point for me, when it took 3 weeks for the receptionist, because I had called every day, to say to me that my stuff didn't get uploaded properly. That was kind of it. I was like, I had a sour taste in my mouth after that. And I don't remember who contacted who. Maybe it was me. I'm not quite sure. But anyways, me and the original lady were talking on this Friday, and I just told her, like, look, I'm sorry for the drama that happened, but I felt like I was being punished because I was reaching out for help because I wanted to be on my own. I didn't want to bother anybody. And you just said, well, you're gonna have to wait 6 months now. And all the things that I was led to believe was just like gone, because I had decided that I wanted to scream a little louder and post a video to get somebody to notice me, to get me into the portal. And I got punished for that. And I told her, you know, I had worked for many companies, and if there was a Yelp review that was one they didn't like, or, you know, I specifically remember my boss Jason practically jumping over the desk to get to the homeowner to try to correct the situation and not punish them, not say, oh, well, we gave you this 30% discount on whatever the service was, but because of this review, I'm going to take that back and make you pay full price. Like, that never happened. In fact, he did what he could to help the situation, to help the company, to help the homeowner, because it's not Jason's fault that the homeowner gave the bad review, but he is a part of the company and he was in management, so he needed to do what he needed to do to make the situation better. He didn't want the project manager to try to make it better, because obviously that's kind of where the problem was. So the problem was between the homeowner and our representative to the homeowner, which would have been our project manager, and then his boss, or our boss, you know, Jason. He's the one that would take care of the situation because the project manager upset the homeowner. So for in this case, we'll just say project manager lady, she didn't make the situation any better by punishing me, by taking away things that I was led to believe was going to happen. So, and then after finding out that it took 3 weeks for them to tell me that my stuff didn't upload properly, it just was leaving my stomach sour. So we continued to talk a little longer, and we stopped texting back and forth, and then I was just sitting there thinking, like, do I want to continue this journey on this emotional roller coaster? Like, I've already done it 3 times before. This is going to be the 4th one. Like, do I really want to do it this way? I don't know. I don't think so. So I thought about it, and then later that Friday night, I emailed Tom, and I was like, look, sorry for the problems that I caused, but also during that week, after the video was posted, and I was calling the company every day to know, and they were telling me that I was going to get a call back, and I never did. Well, I Googled Breitman Capital, CEO, management, whatever I could do to try to get additional employees that worked with the company. I went on LinkedIn, Google, whatever, and I found a couple, and I emailed them, and I was like, look, I'm trying to get help to get into the portal. You guys are in management. Can somebody please help me or put me in the right direction or whatever? So I felt like I was doing my due diligence and trying to get the information. And then, so I wanted to say that too. And I think there was a Brent that I had emailed, and an Ashton that I emailed. And I was like, look, I did post a YouTube video, I did a Yelp review, I don't mind taking them down, but I don't mind doing another one either. And that was during the week. That wasn't on this Friday. That was during the week when I was still like calling them every day, when when my stomach wasn't sour. And then so then back to this Friday. So I emailed Tom and I said, look, I'm sorry for the problems that I caused. I just want to withdraw my application. I felt defeated. I was already telling my kid like empty promises because I'm, telling him what the company's telling me, and trying to save the integrity of the relationship and whatever. And then I texted her and I said, well, how do I withdraw my application? And she said, well, I will email Tom. And I said, well, I already did. So she knew, and I emailed Tom, and I thought that was the end of it, because I never heard back from her that the following week, which was just this last week, until Friday. And she called me twice, and I did screenshot the text messages. And let me see. Okay, so on Friday, I got a call, 2 calls, and a text message, and here it is. Hold on. And I put text 1 because there's 4 of these pages. So it says, "Hi Tracy, please give me a call at your earliest convenience." Friday at 8:46, I said, I can talk now if you can. I didn't hear back from her until Saturday at 9:33, and she said, "Hi Tracy, thanks for reaching out. When are you available?" And at 12:10, I said, "Excuse me if this sounds rude, but I thought I stopped my application. I don't know what it is that we need to talk about." And then at 1:22, so no response to that. At 1:22, I said, "I'm available anytime you are, and I look forward to hearing from you." And then I said, was it a mistake, you trying to reach out to me? And she said, "Hi Tracy, thanks for the response. No, it was not a mistake. We would like to speak to you, and I'll reach out soon." So here's the second page of text messages. I'm green and she's black, and it says, okay, or I says, "Could you please tell me what it's about? Because I have no idea what it could be. I just checked my emails and I don't know why there's a contract to sign, which I have not done. So do I decline it? Do I just ignore it? Do I write decline and submit it?" I remember I emailed Tom telling him I wanted to withdraw my application. I also texted you, and you said you would email Tom. The agreement clearly stated that I needed to pay $700, which you know that I do not have. It's really heartbreaking for me to get these emails and this agreement. My fire has been smoldered out when I was told I had to wait 6 months, and I had to again tell my kid empty promises. That was Saturday at 5:28. Sunday at 12:51, I said, "I guess it wasn't important. Have a nice rest of your day. Take care. I wish you nothing but success." She texts me back and it says, "Hi Tracy, I've been with family celebrating my mom's birthday, so I haven't been very attentive to my work phone. I appreciate your patience. I will call you. I need to set up a call with you and the director to review your next steps. I was told that you failed to respond to your Yelp review post, and we also have," and yeah, I've never gone back on my Yelp review post. Not even to today. I have. I just posted it and left it. So here's the third page of the text messages. And it said that they have gotten feedback regarding my YouTube video, and so our director would like to speak to you personally to go over how we can best assist you and your needs. And I said, "Well, happy birthday, Mom. Celebrate. She deserves it." And then she says, "What time works best for you? And thank you." And I said, "Whatever works for you guys. Enjoy your mom today." And so Monday at 1:52, I get a text that says, "Can we confirm 5 o'clock?" And at 4:27, I said, "Sure. Who's calling me?" And she said, "Aston." And I said, "Okay." And then she said, "Sorry, 5:30. So here's the last of the text chain. This is screenshot number 4. And she said, "Sorry, 5:30. Thank you." And I said, "That's okay." And at 6:02, she says, she texts me, he says you didn't answer. I have a missed call at 5:40 from a 714 number. Was that him? I expected the number to be the business number, the 888 number. Was that, oh, so I didn't answer that call on purpose, waiting for his call, because I didn't want to get trapped in a phone call. If he was to call, I couldn't get out of. And then, was that him? So I didn't get a response to that until Tuesday morning at 7:27, and she said yes, that was him. And I said thanks for getting back to me. And that was the last time that I've heard from anybody. That was Tuesday morning. Today is Wednesday, and what time is it? It's almost 7. I don't know what time it is. It's almost 7, and I guess it wasn't really that important for the director to try to get a hold of me. But I want to say that I hope this doesn't happen to anybody else, but I also feel like I was definitely being punished for trying to reach out for help, to try to get into the portal so I wouldn't have to bother anybody. And now we're like 5 weeks of this, and it's sad. And I'm no further along. I'm not in any better situation than I was when I originally made that phone call. But it's, it's more than that. It's like I look stupid again to my kid, and it really bums me out, because I don't like, hold on, I'm sorry. So I'm no better. I'm still in the same place that I was when I originally made that phone call. I don't like it. I wished that it wouldn't have been this way, because I really had a good feeling about the company at the beginning. And I feel like if you don't have that $700 to pay them, then you're really not a priority, because I was told that they're helping other families that are needing immediate help, they don't have a place to live, and they just need the help. And I'm like, I understand families needing help. I said, but they're families. I'm one person. Without going into a lot of it, I lived in my car. Things happen, and I'm one person. I don't have the support of a family. I don't have all of that, and I do have my kid, and he's great, and I love him to death, but he's not like a significant other, a partner, a spouse, or whatever. He's my kid. There's things I can tell him, but he can't hey, we're gonna get, he's not a spouse or partner or girlfriend or depending boyfriend or whatever. And it's just not the same support. It's just not the same comfort. And I'm out here by myself, not literally, but I'm out here by myself, just trying to gain ground again. And it's just really sad. It's just you get so fired up when you talk to somebody that's so happy to help you, or so eager and willing, and understands you, and knows where you're coming from, and everything's oh my gosh, is this actually gonna be, or is this gonna be good for, is this gonna be, is it finally gonna happen? Am I finally gonna be the one to come out on top, or whatever? And then when things start deteriorating, and you kind of sense it, and that's when you jump on the wagon, and you're trying to help yourself. And then when you do, there's a backlash for it. And I've never really been one to stand up for myself, never. And I just kind of always let people do what they do or walk over me or whatever. And I know that that's always been a fault of mine, and it's never been my proudest moments, but I'm standing up for myself today, and it feels good in a way, and it's scary in a way because it's like new territory. Haven't done it, but I'm using my voice. I'm speaking up. I just wanted help. And then it kind of leaves a message like, well, when you speak up for yourself or try to help yourself, you get punished for it. So it's like, what do you do? What do you do in that situation? Do you try to get yourself, do you try to help yourself? Or do you sit there and be quiet and let them run all over you? Either way, if you let them run all over you, you don't get anywhere. If you stand up for yourself and there's backlash and you get punished, you still don't get anywhere. So I don't know. I don't know what to do anymore at this point. I don't know if I keep fighting it. I don't know. But what's to fight? It was like you either I don't know. But anyways, I just wanted to share what had happened, where it had gotten to, and I hope nobody else has to go on this emotional roller coaster like I did. Until next time.